So today's topic is 10 truths about love and business. We're going to start off with number 1. If you don't cherish what you have, it will soon be gone. Something to think about. In love, if you're in a relationship and you do not cherish, I'm not talking about like or put up with or think highly of. I mean, if you don't cherish the person you have, they will eventually be gone. Same thing in business. If you don't cherish your team and take great care of them, you don't cherish your clients and the relationship you have with them, if you don't cherish the current business you have, it will soon be gone. It'll go somewhere else where someone is willing to cherish it, someone willing to honor it, connect with it, love it, take care of it, adore it, and appreciate it. Same thing in love, same thing in business. Number 1. Number 2, if you go there to get, it'll only last as long as you can take. And as soon as you've emptied it, it'll be gone. The key is you go there to give. What are the gifts you most want to give to this special human called the person you want to be in a relationship with? What are the gifts you want to share most with them? Now, hopefully, they want to receive those gifts. They appreciate those gifts, and they really love, adore, cherish, and appreciate the gifts you want to share. Same thing in business. What are the gifts you most want to share with the people in your business, with the people that are your clients and customers that you do business with? What are gifts you most want to share? Now, hopefully they value them and appreciate them and adore them and really want more of those things from you. So you got to go there to give. If you go there to get business, if you go there to get love or get attention or get affection, eventually you're going to drain it out. And when it's all gone, the relationship's over. You'll have to go somewhere else to find it. Go to give. So what are the gifts you most want to give in your relationship, and what are the gifts you most want to give in your business? Number 3, find out what they need, want, and desire. This is so important. One of the biggest failures people make when they're engaging in a new relationship with a new customer, they just assume they know what they want. Same thing in an intimate relationship. It's kind of funny how this happens. People assume, oh, I know what he wants. I know what she wants. And the truth is they never asked. They never sat down and said, hey, what do you really need? What's like oxygen to you? You can't survive without it. What do you really want? You know, what's the good stuff you want more of? And what do you desire? What are the things you can't even put words on? But my goodness, it gets you excited just thinking about it. You know, you got to define what those things are. P.S. Have you sat down and defined what you need, want, and desire in your relationship, in life, in business? This is something you might want to do. Number 4, once you know what they need, want, and desire, go out and get it and give it to them. Now that seems simple enough, but if you know what someone needs, wants, and desires, and you want to have a great relationship with them, go get what they need, go get what they want, go get what they desire, and bring it to them and give it to them in the way, this is key, in the way they need it, want it, or desire it. We might go get what they need, bring it to them, and give it in the way we would want it, and they're like, oh, I don't want it like that. So you got to go get what they need, want, or desire, and then ask, how do you most want to receive it? And make sure they receive it in the way they want to. Let's see. Number 5, make sure they love to receive what you most want to give. Oh my gosh, this is important. If you look at the longevity of a relationship, whether it's personal, business, professional, client, whatever, if you look at the longevity of a relationship, if the gift you most want to share with them is something they do not value, then in the future, when you are giving it to them, and they don't care, it's going to feel really empty. This is something, if you're looking at a long-term relationship, you want to say, hey, does the person value the gifts I most want to share with them? Now, if the person values the gifts you most want to share, my goodness, it's a great match. If they don't, even though things work now, you might want to consider the long-term stipulations that'll unfold if they don't value the thing you most want to share with them. You want to make sure they value it. Let's see, number 6. Always choose to be your best. Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. If you look at this, there's 3 ways you could show up. Your best, your average, or your worst. You want to always make a conscious decision to be your best when you're with them. What does that mean? You're going to need lots of sleep, lots of food, lots of hydration, work out, be healthy, be happy, be strong, and be filled, and bring your absolute best to the relationship as often and consistently as you can. That decision to say, I'm going to be my best so that I can give my best to the one I love every day. My goodness, that's a game changer. Number 7, find ways to wow them and over-deliver. If you know what they need, if you know what they want, you know what they desire, my goodness, how could you wow them? How could you do something they would never expect? How could you go beyond their wildest dreams? One of my favorite things is to take something off my wife's bucket list and turn it into reality each year. So once a year, I pick something from her bucket list and I make it my number 1 goal to turn that thing into reality. And we've done some pretty fun stuff, but that's a way I try to wow her. I try to over-deliver for her. Number 8, you gotta care deeply about them. You gotta care about them. You gotta care about what they need, what they want, what they desire. You gotta care to be curious, who they've become, who they've been, who they're becoming. You gotta care deeply about what they're interested in, what they're curious about, what they're excited about, what they fear. You gotta be curious and you gotta be excited and you gotta deeply care, which means you need the capacity and the space to care. If you ever are sitting down with a loved one or you're in a relationship with somebody and they're sharing stuff with you and you're thinking, I just don't care, that means you're not your best self. Because if you were your best self, you're the highest and best version, the most loving, caring, and giving part of yourself, you would create space to care for them. Which means you probably need to take some stuff off your plate and make more space so you can have the conscious, mental, emotional, physical, spiritual space to care with them and for them and about them in every way, shape, and form. Number 9, get to know their dreams, desires, hopes, visions, goals. You want to constantly be learning about and updating and re-updating their dreams and desires and goals. You want to be knowing them even deeper. You want to stay wildly and deeply curious about who they are, who they've been, and who they're becoming, like we were saying before. That curiosity is where a lot of the magic comes from in a relationship. When you first get together with someone, it's so exciting. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm learning about them. And they like this color. And oh my gosh, they like that ice cream. I like the ice cream. Oh, this is so cool. After you've been with them for 10 years, you hear stuff like, oh yeah, it's just them. I already know what they're going to say. And we start making assumptions instead of being curious and deeply curious and in love with this person. So bring your curiosity back. Now, number 10, this is where I need your help. What would you say is the 10th thing that is a truth in love and business? It's just a deep truth. We talked about if you don't cherish the one you have, they'll soon be gone. We talked about go to give instead of get. We talked about finding what they need, want, and desire. We talked about go out and get it and then bring it to them. Talked about make sure they love to receive what you most want to give and share with them. Always choosing to be your best, meaning happy, healthy, strong, and fulfilled self with them. Finding ways to wow them and over-deliver, care deeply about them, knows what their dreams, desires, and goals are, and find a way to serve it up. What do you think number 10 would be? In love and business. Share it in the comments so other people can find it. Now I'm going to pick one and I'll add it to my list and add it to this video later. Have fun with this. I'm going to go sneak a kiss from my wife. Have fun, have a great night, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow.